Colt fans, Justin Baldini, Director of Marketing for Colt here. This week on Topic Tuesday, we're going to do a detailed slide disassembly on this 1911. Let's take a look. So we're going to start with just taking the slide off of the frame. There's two ways you can do this. One is to remove the bushing and slide the recoil spring out and then kind of remove it untensioned. I tend to do it the other way, which is just slide it back to the disassembly notch, remove the slide stop, and then just slide it off, capturing the spring. This is the important part, capturing the spring in your hand so that it doesn't fly out. Then I'll just take that out. And to remove the recoil spring plug, we're just going to push it back a little bit. As you can see, it does not come out the rear. You do have to turn the barrel bushing. So we're going to turn the barrel bushing to what would be the 9 o'clock position if it was upright, and then it'll slide out the front. We'll set that aside. Then we'll turn the barrel bushing over to the 3 o'clock position, or really more like 4, I guess, where it will come out. And then we'll set that aside. From that point, we're just going to push the barrel down a little bit to get it out of the locking lugs, and then slide it out the front. You may have to just fold the link down forward to get it to slide out. Okay, at this point we're down to the slide. Of course, it's got the sights on it, and then we've got the guts that are in the back of the slide. What we're going to do next is remove the firing pin stop. In order to do that, I'm actually just going to push down on this firing pin while I depress the safety plunger. And then I'm going to see if I can get it to hang past the safety plunger, which I usually can get it to do. So that's where that is right there. So you can see it's actually kind of cool. The Series 80 plunger actually helps you in this moment. Now you can just slide the firing pin stop out. Sometimes at this point there's a little bit of tension on the extractor. You may have to hit the front of the extractor or something like that in order to get it out. Now what we're going to do is depress this firing pin safety. Now be careful when you do this. You want to point it downward, because as soon as you press it, the firing pin is under spring tension. It's going to come kind of flying out of there. So at that point you can remove the safety plunger itself. There we go. And then last but not least is the extractor. On a 9mm, which this happens to be in particular, usually you need to kind of get in there with a punch and just push that hook past the breech face. Using any kind of punch to get in there is fine. You can see that kind of did it. And then usually what I'll do is I'll just come in here and pry from the back and push out that extractor. There we go. At this point, the reason we're in here at this point is either to tension or take some tension off the extractor, or to clean it. This happens to be a gun that actually wasn't shot much, so you can see this is pretty clean. At this point, we're going to put it back together. Okay, to put it back together, first thing we're going to start with is the extractor. It's the last thing we took out, and it's going to be the first thing we put back in. I'm going to get it lined up as best I can. Usually at this point, you're going to kind of feel that notch jump over the breech face, and then that's pretty good right there. Okay, then I'm going to put in the Series 80 plunger. We're just going to drop that in place. You may have to push on the hook of the extractor in order to get it lined up properly. Generally speaking, yeah, it's about where it was. So it's going to want to be about a 1/16 of an inch past the rear of the slide on the extractor to where it's going to want to drop in. And then if you actually just push on the back of the extractor, you'll actually retain the safety plunger there. At this point, you can put in the firing pin. In order to get the spring past the safety plunger, you're probably going to have to press on the safety plunger again. And again, at this point, what you can do is you can actually push in the firing pin while pushing on the safety plunger, release the safety plunger when the firing pin's past it, and then you can put in your firing pin stop while the safety plunger actually retains the firing pin for you. And then when you're all set to go and it's in there properly, you just press on that safety plunger in order to release the firing pin back into place. Sometimes what you'll have to do, and I didn't have to do it on this one, is You might have to fight that extractor a little bit when you go to put in the firing pin stop. Sometimes it just needs to be sort of pushed in a direction in order to clock it properly, or maybe you need to push on the hook a little bit to get it to seat further backwards in order to get that firing pin stop in. And we're kind of in the home stretch now, so first thing is we're going to just put it in the barrel. Again, fold that link forward in order to get it to sit in there properly. We're going to go ahead and put in the barrel bushing. Again, sort of that, I call it the 3 o'clock position. It's more like a 4:30 position in order to get the barrel bushing onto the barrel. And then we'll turn it to the other side in order to get it opened up for the recoil spring plug. So put that in, back up to the 6 o'clock position, and then we'll put in our recoil spring. Make sure you fold up that link when you go to put the guide rod onto the barrel. And then again, I like to hold it in place like this, slide it back on the slide. And at this point, in order to get that lined up, you can kind of eyeball it in there. As long as the link isn't like grossly misaligned, usually you can put this in, get it close, and then there we go. It's already through there. And then back it up to the disassembly notch. Make sure you don't put your idiot scratch in there at this point. And then put in your slide stop. And then that's it. So there you have it, Colt fans. That's how you do a detailed slide disassembly and reassembly on your Colt 1911. Make sure you leave us some comments below, and we'll see you next week on Topic Tuesday.